Well, that's how fun to put together this is. I don't know where I left off yesterday. Probably right around the story that altered the history of my life. It's just an amazing sunrise. So I'm just gonna hold the camera and talk today and kind of walk. But yeah, my life got sculpted at an early age into being the guy who was going to find himself in situations like I already did at a young age of 18 that really altered my mind and perception on how everything worked. I knew that I was already a bad kid. I had so many run-ins with the law, doing dumb stuff, and it was more just trying to find our ways as kids. I can't say that I woke up saying I want to break the law. I don't even think I understood what that ever meant, and it became such a thing I was used to with dealing with cops and things, and kind of listening to the stories to everybody who grew up in my neighborhoods about cops, that it kind of felt like if you were from Collins Lakes, you were taking that road regardless if you liked it or not. See, I didn't have parents that knew that you could sit down kids and really talk to them and say, hey, listen, this is the way the world works. And, I had a dad that thought that the things that he did was enough. Blue collar job, he topped out at 50 grand a year. Like, that's not life to me. And I never, even at 11 years old, I understood money. I might not have understood what $50,000 meant back then. I know nowadays, most of our parents wouldn't last a week if they had to walk in our shoes, $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year this year gets you nothing but scraps, right? You just scrape on by, and that's how things are in life. But, so at 18, I had that going on in my life, and it really triggered something in me, and I turned into what a version of me was called Crazy K, and I literally went friggin' crazy. I started spray painting Crazy K all over the place, got in a couple more issues with vandalism, breaking into a warehouse that my frickin' baseball coach owned. So that made me feel so much better about myself when we got caught for doing that stupid shit. And all we were doing is being kids, being stupid. We didn't want to steal nothing, but one of the kids I was with did take some wrenches or something, and we paid the price for that shit because they said that we took all kinds of stuff that we didn't take. That's called learning a lesson in life, right? But the problem is, I didn't learn a lesson. All I learned was don't get caught, right? And that's scary to have somebody say, but that's what happens in your life, that when you're doing things like that, and the justice system sucks at their job, number one. I know right now I could work with kids one-on-one who are in that situation, and I have tried to. Little shout out to the Pinellas County juvenile justice system. Y'all suck. I reached out 5 times to donate my time to come speak to kids about mindset and keeping their heads right to keep their life right, and y'all shunned me. Can't even get a damn call back now. Horrible system. So when you're looking at your kids' parents, you better hope they don't fall in the juvenile justice system. You might lose them forever over something very petty that you could be paying attention to right now and talking to your kids. So don't mind me. This will jump back and forth because I'm passionate about this and everything I'm doing. So back to my 18-year-old self, growing up in a town like that, having people think that you're a friggin' rapist, I'll come out and just put it the way that they did. I had, a lot of things happen from 18 all the way on, but we'll stay in the younger years of how that girl Shannon treated me when she got out of hospital. I would really do something like that. That pissed me off even more. I was still pretty much best friends with, who was her boyfriend near those times. And, it just sucked. And then to boot it off, she actually tried to come to my house one night, and she brought some Puerto Rican kid who said he had a gun. And I'm not going to lie, that word gun back then was kind of scary, you know what I mean? I was 18 years old. So they came to my garage. I did what a man would do, and I went out there and I shot a fair one with one kid, took him out. As I was taking him out, I heard a bunch of ruckus, heard guns, so I took off to go get a bat out of my house And my boy Shane Pitcher actually ended up getting punched in the face by the chick, you know? Yeah, here's a girl who just had all this rotten stuff happen to her, but you're at somebody else's house bringing Puerto Rican guys with guns. Some other crazy guy that wants to be Crazy Dave that just got his ass served. And, you know, that's the type of stuff I was dealing with back then. And that crazy night just led to more craziness. And keep in mind, now I'm already living with anxiety, right? Now I'm always worried about somebody talking about guns, maybe getting shot, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. And this is all at the young age of 18 years old. So the universe, and this is why, as we talk about my spiritual awakening towards the end of this, that I knew I was here for a purpose from day one. Like, the universe always granted me what I needed. At that time, you know, I had to sign out of high school and put that behind me. And I just wanted to run. I just wanted to get away. So I took a job. I don't know if anybody ever seen. These are going to be great chapters too. Funny stuff. But speaker men, right? The guys who drive around in a van. Hey, bud, you want a couple of speakers for your house? Hey, man, I just got 4 free. Yeah, I did that. And it changed me. It took me from being a very kind of quiet person to cracking open a shell that I didn't know existed. Like, you know, I wasn't the ladies' man yet at 18. I wasn't nothing like that. But in the years to come, with that job opening me up the way it did, it really changed me. It really turned me into the next version of myself. And I'll probably just leave that for tomorrow. We'll start off fresh with the